Hello again, and today we are going to learn a bit more about the flowchart and the algorithm. In last two episodes, and yeah, we have already two episodes, and you ever missed them, so go back to my channel and follow the oldest version, olders. And yep, we already knew something like parallelogram, oval, and I believe it's rectangle, and diamonds. Um, we don't need any other shape rather than print that you already knew. In this episode, we are going to learn a trick. What's a trick, you ask? Let's begin. For example, imagine you want to write an algorithm to say any given number is odd or even. That seems reasonable and maybe a bit, easy. So we need a starter point. I'm gonna make it a bit small, and this is our start. So let the text be black. I know, I mean, that's more reasonable. And yep, that sounds good. The next step is to get a number. So what was the getting number part? It was rectangle, of course. So we need a rectangle. Yep, and it draws for us. That's super easy, and I believe this must be the number. We're gonna read the number from input. Then we are going to have a calculation part, or maybe I trying to think it over simultaneously. So that's the reason I kind of, I take my time and think it over and take it through. And if that bothers you, sorry, I don't have time to script my videos. I record them on my spare time. So after reading the number, we're gonna check whether it's odd or even. So we need a condition checker, and we need the if. So our text gonna be like, yep, we have it here. That's if number divided by 2 and the remaining is equal to 0. If any number divided by 2 and the remaining is 0, we know that's gonna be even. So if the condition is true, when this condition is satisfied, we call it yes. We know it's an even number. We're gonna keep it that way and write it right. Come on, it doesn't let us write. Let's write it even, which means that the given number is even. But if the condition hasn't been satisfied, it means our number is odd. So we have another print shape like this. Yes, I'm gonna stick with that, doesn't matter, and it's odd number. So our given number is odd, and then we're gonna reach the end. It's an oval. Let's rotate it a bit. Come on. Yep, that's it. That's a bit tricky. So after that, come on. Yep, we're gonna reach the end, and after that also we're gonna reach the end. Yeah, that's gonna be an arrow. This is our endpoint or finish command, whatever you want to write. It doesn't really matter, it's just shapes. It doesn't make any programs. I just want to teach you how you should think and break down the algorithm that is presented to you. So imagine we're gonna do this for like the numbers between 1 and 100, the first 100 numbers. So what should we do? I mean, if we want to repeat this algorithm over and over again, what should we do? So it seems like we need another algorithm, so let's select them all. And no, actually, let's do not touch them. Yep, deselect them all. And let's imagine something as, no, we need a parallelogram. So yep, that is our shape. It did not get it, it doesn't matter. And we're gonna write something like something like a helper variable. I'm gonna call it an n. It's gonna represent a number. So at the beginning, the number must be equal to 1, because we're gonna start from 1 and go all the way to 100. So we're gonna start with the n, and we're gonna give it as input to our other flowchart. So that's gonna go all the way, but in here we don't go for ending step, so we move our finish somewhere else. And what else should be done after printing them? We need to check if n is less than 100, we're gonna add it up. So we need a condition, a diamond again. So that's a diamond, yeah. And I'm gonna need a condition here. If n is less than 100, do this. Do what? I mean, I'm gonna show you in a moment. So if it's true, so we have to increase the n and check it one more time. So if it is yes, we need a calculation. So a parallelogram again. Nope, that's not a rectangle. You're smart ass. N is equal to n plus 1. We're gonna add number for one full unit. Come on, I need something to be more fast. Yep, that's it. If this condition is true, just add number. Add 1 unit to this n. But otherwise, if it wasn't true, or it was a no, what should we do? Let's copy this, and I'm just trying to expand this algorithm. So if it was true, add 1 unit to it, but if it wasn't, then we have reached the endpoint. Actually, if n is not less than 100, we are done completely, I believe. So after printing out or even, we're gonna reach to this condition here. So that's gonna be our steps, but after adding that, we're gonna need to give it for the number. So we can go straight here. Yep. And we don't need this part actually. We just can assume n is 1 at the beginning, and all I'm gonna do is just check n for being even or odd. Yep, I believe that's it. That's the full algorithm, and we actually wrote it. But there's a difference between our latest algorithms and this. And the reason is we're gonna loop back. I mean, we start with n is equal to 1, and then we check if it is divided by 2 has any remaining, or in other words, if n is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible, so certainly is even, but otherwise it's odd. We know that. That's basic mathematics. If you do not know that, you must blame your maths school teacher. You should blame your teacher back at your school. And so if it was even or odd, it doesn't matter. After that, we're gonna check if n has been reached to 100. So in this case, no, we have just started, so n is equal to 1 for us. And so if it was less than 100, we should add 1 unit to it, so it's gonna be 2 or whatever it is plus 1, and we're gonna check it again. So it is n equals to 1 for start, but it's gonna be 2, 3, 4 all the way to 100. So after n is equal to 100, it's not less than 100 anymore, so this condition is not true, and we're gonna end the program. We're gonna reach the finish line. But from above, when you try to start this algorithm, we're gonna have a path that goes like you kind of try to do this looping here and here and here, and no, we just want this. And this path is kind of represented by something called loop. L-O. We don't need that. No color, please. Loop. Just a perfect circle. Come on, listen to us. Yep. And a P. Come on. Yep, that's it. So a loop is currently what I'm talking about. Loop also means we do things over and over again. So for the task that we are going to do something over and over again, for example, checking if n is odd or even from 1 all the way to 100, we're gonna loop through it. I mean, that's the concept that we try to do here today. And this looping is possible by going somewhere in the algorithm all the way back to another point of the flowchart or the algorithm where it doesn't reach finish immediately. We're gonna loop a path. We're gonna take a path over and over again, and it kind of creates the loop. It's kind of the concept. I mean, I hope you learn it, and I kind of want you to write a little homework for yourself. And your homework is add up all the numbers between 1 and 100. I mean, you basically going to do this. I mean, you start from n is equal to 1 all the way to the point that n has been reached to 100, and all you do is not this part of junk. You're just going to add n to something that represents the addition. So you have to sum up all the numbers starting from 1 all the way to 100, and that's your homework. I hope you enjoyed this video, and that's it for today. And from next episode, I hope we're gonna jump into actually writing the code. And peace. I don't know what should I say. Bye bye.